Moesha, 1996–2001, was a groundbreaking sitcom that entertained audiences with its humor, heart, and relatable stories. Starring Brandy Norwood, the show became a cultural phenomenon, but behind the scenes, tragedy struck many of its cast members. Over the years, 35 actors from the series have sadly passed away, leaving behind legacies of talent and heartbreaking losses. From main stars to memorable guest actors, their lives were filled with triumphs, struggles, and untimely farewells. Join us as we remember these talented performers and the tragic circumstances of their passing. Yvette Wilson, who portrayed Andelle Wilkerson on Moesha from 1996 to 2001, was a talented actress and comedian whose life was marred by significant personal and financial struggles. Despite her warm, humorous presence on screen, she battled severe health issues in her later years, including kidney disease and cervical cancer. Her illness required extensive treatments, including a kidney transplant and frequent dialysis, which led to overwhelming medical expenses. She married record producer Guillaume in 2001, and while their bond remained strong, they had no children. Financial troubles forced her to seek public fundraising efforts to cover her medical bills, as her acting career had slowed down significantly. She owned a modest home in Los Angeles, along with a small collection of personal assets, and her estate was valued at approximately $250,000 at the time of her passing. Despite her hardships, Yvette remained a beloved figure, known for her wit and generosity. She passed away on June 14, 2012, at the age of 48 due to complications from cervical cancer. Ricky Harris, who played JW on Moesha from 1996 to 1998, was a multi-talented entertainer known for his work in acting, voice acting, and stand-up comedy. Despite his professional achievements, his life was fraught with personal struggles, including financial setbacks and health issues. A father of 2 daughters, Ricky took great pride in his role as a parent, though the pressures of Hollywood and personal challenges often weighed heavily on him. He owned a home in Long Beach, California, and had modest investments, with his estate valued at approximately $1 million. Although his career never reached the heights of some of his peers, he was widely respected in the industry for his versatility and work ethic. On December 26, 2016, Ricky Harris suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 54, leaving behind a grieving family and a legacy of memorable performances. Bernie Mac, who appeared as Uncle Bernie in Moesha in 1996, was a comedy powerhouse whose life was a mixture of immense success and personal adversity. Born into poverty, he overcame great odds to establish himself as one of the most influential comedians of his generation. His marriage to Rhonda McCullough in 1977 was a cornerstone of his life, and together they had one daughter, Ja'net. Despite his fame, Bernie suffered from sarcoidosis, a chronic inflammatory disease that primarily affected his lungs. This condition, combined with the stresses of his career, took a toll on his health. His estate included a luxurious home in Chicago, several high-end vehicles, and multiple financial investments, with an estimated net worth of around $15 million at the time of his death. His contributions to comedy, television, and film continue to inspire many. Tragically, Bernie Mac passed away on August 9, 2008, at the age of 50 due to complications from pneumonia, leaving behind an indelible mark on the entertainment world. Merlin Santana, who played Ohagi on Moesha from 1996 to 1999, was a rising star whose career was tragically cut short. Starting in the industry as a child actor, Merlin quickly gained recognition for his charm and talent. However, with fame came challenges, including struggles with trust and relationships in the entertainment world. Despite his success, he lived a relatively modest lifestyle, with a small apartment and personal belongings making up most of his assets, which were valued at around $200,000. His tragic end came when he was fatally shot on November 9, 2002, at just 26 years old, after being targeted in a senseless act of violence. His death was a devastating loss to the industry, as he had the potential to become one of Hollywood's greats. Even after his passing, his performances continue to captivate audiences and serve as a reminder of his immense talent. Ja'net Dubois, who portrayed Mrs. Moss in Moesha in 1997, was a veteran actress, singer, and writer known for her dynamic presence on screen. Though best remembered for her role on Good Times, her appearance in Moesha was another testament to her versatility. She kept much of her personal life private, though it is known that she had multiple children and was deeply devoted to her family. She accumulated significant wealth over her career, with her assets including a home in Glendale, California, and various personal investments, bringing her estate's value to approximately $2 million. Despite personal challenges, including the ups and downs of Hollywood, she maintained a reputation for grace and resilience. She passed away peacefully from natural causes on February 17, 2020, at the age of 74, leaving behind a body of work that continues to inspire and entertain. Lee Chamberlain, who played Mrs. Levos in Moesha in 1999, had a career that spanned television, theater, and education, but personal struggles followed her throughout her life. Though she found success as an actress, her financial rewards were limited, with her estate valued at approximately $500,000. She was married and had children, but the demands of Hollywood often strained her personal relationships, leading to periods of emotional distance and regret. Professionally, she faced the challenges of being a black woman in an industry that often overlooked her talent, which resulted in fewer opportunities as she aged. In her later years, she focused on educational initiatives, using her experience to uplift the next generation of artists. However, her battle with cancer became a silent struggle that she endured with dignity. On May 25, 2014, she passed away at 76, leaving behind a career that, while underappreciated by many, remains influential among those who knew her work. Maya Angelou, who made a guest appearance as herself in Moesha in 1999, was one of the most influential literary voices of her time, but behind her powerful words lay a life marked by hardship and perseverance. Throughout her journey, she endured childhood trauma, an unstable family life, and early struggles as a young single mother. Her multiple marriages ended in heartbreak, and though she raised her only son, Guy Johnson, with unwavering devotion, he faced serious health issues that caused her deep distress. Financially, she was successful, owning several properties, including her primary residence in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, along with an extensive collection of literary works, art, and personal artifacts, giving her an estate worth around $10 million. Despite her triumphs, she battled declining health in her later years, and on May 28, 2014, she passed away peacefully at 86 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations. Robert Guillaume, who portrayed Arthur in Moesha in 2000, was a legendary actor whose career was filled with groundbreaking roles, but his personal life carried its own difficulties. Born into poverty, he faced racial discrimination and financial instability in his early years, making his later success even more remarkable. Though he eventually accumulated a net worth of around $5 million, he was no stranger to hardship, particularly after suffering a debilitating stroke that nearly ended his career. His first marriage ended in heartbreak, and though he found love again, balancing family and fame was never easy. His final years were spent battling declining health, though he remained active in the industry as long as he could. He owned a home in Los Angeles and various personal investments, but his greatest legacy was his contribution to television and theater. After a long fight with prostate cancer, he passed away on October 24, 2017, at 89, leaving behind a lasting imprint on entertainment history. Anthony Johnson played G-Dog in Moesha in 1996, delivering his signature comedic energy in a brief yet memorable role. Though widely recognized for his work in stand-up comedy and films like Friday, his personal struggles often overshadowed his success. He battled financial instability, struggling to maintain steady work in Hollywood despite his undeniable talent. His marriage to Lexis Jones Mason was marked by love but also hardship, particularly in his later years as his health declined. Though he had children, not much is publicly known about them, as he kept many details of his personal life private. His financial situation worsened toward the end of his life, with reports stating that his family sought financial assistance for his funeral expenses. His estate, which included a modest home in Los Angeles and personal belongings, was valued at approximately $100,000. Tragically, his life was cut short on September 6, 2021, at the age of 55 due to multisystem organ failure caused by chronic ethanol use. Denise Dowse, who played Hattie in Moesha in 2000, was a hardworking character actress who built a steady career but never reached mainstream stardom. Unlike many of her peers, she never married or had children, dedicating her life entirely to her craft. Despite a long list of acting credits, she remained relatively underappreciated, and her net worth was a modest $1 million, with her primary asset being a home in Honolulu, Hawaii. Her later years were marked by health struggles, which became more serious in 2022 when she fell into a coma due to complications from meningitis. Without a family of her own to care for her, she relied on close friends and colleagues in her final days. On August 13, 2022, she passed away at the age of 64, leaving behind a career filled with powerful performances that never quite earned the recognition they deserved. Estelle Harris, who appeared as Frances Howie in Moesha in 1997, was best known for her distinctive voice and comedic timing, but her life was not without its hardships. Though she found success later in life, her journey was filled with financial and personal struggles, including the challenges of raising 3 children while managing an unpredictable career. She was married to Cy Harris for decades, but their relationship had its difficulties, particularly in later years when health issues took a toll on both of them. Despite her success in television and voice acting, her net worth was relatively modest at around $3 million, with her primary asset being her home in Palm Desert, California. She suffered from declining health for years before finally passing away from natural causes on April 2, 2022, at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and memorable performances that fans continue to cherish. Kobe Bryant guest-starred as Terry Hightower in Moesha in 1996, appearing as a high school basketball star with immense potential. Even before his role on the show, he was already making waves as a young athlete. His career soared as he became one of the greatest basketball players of all time, but his personal life was filled with ups and downs. His marriage to Vanessa Lane Bryant faced major public scrutiny, including a highly publicized sexual assault case in 2003, which, despite being dismissed, left lasting damage to his reputation. Despite reconciliation, their marriage nearly ended in divorce in 2011 before they reunited. They had 4 daughters, Natalia, Gianna, Bianca, and Capri, with Gianna tragically passing alongside him. His fortune included luxurious estates across the U.S., endorsement deals with major brands, and a vast car collection, bringing his net worth to an estimated $600 million. His sudden death on January 26, 2020, at the age of 41. Jim Lange appeared as himself in Moesha in 1998, bringing his signature charm as a game show host to the show. Best known as the longtime host of The Dating Game, Lange had an extensive career in television, but his personal life saw its fair share of struggles. His first marriage ended in divorce, but he later found happiness with his second wife, Nancy Fleming, with whom he had a stable and loving relationship. He had children, though he largely kept his family life out of the public eye. His estate included a beautiful home in Mill Valley, California, along with smart investments that contributed to his net worth of approximately $2 million. Despite a long and fulfilling career, his life was cut short by a heart attack on February 25, 2014, at the age of 81. His legacy as a television personality remains strong, as he was one of the most recognizable hosts of his time, remembered for his charisma and ability to engage audiences effortlessly. Julius Carry played Mr. Fillmore in Moesha in 1999, delivering a performance that reflected his ability to play both comedic and dramatic roles. A versatile actor, he gained recognition for playing tough yet humorous characters, particularly in The Last Dragon, where he played the iconic villain Shonuff. Despite his commanding presence on screen, his personal life was largely private. He was married but did not publicly share much about his family or relationships. His battle with pancreatic cancer was largely unknown to the public until his passing. His estate, valued at around $1 million, included a home in Los Angeles and various personal assets. His death on August 19, 2008, at the age of 56 was a tragic loss to the entertainment world, cutting short a career that had so much more to offer. His performances continue to be celebrated by fans who admire his dynamic range and unforgettable characters. Nancy Wilson, who appeared as herself in Moesha in 1996, was a celebrated jazz singer and actress whose sophisticated style and smooth vocals captivated audiences for decades. She built a career that blended jazz, R&B, and soul, earning numerous accolades. However, the pressures of fame took a toll on her personal life, and despite 2 marriages, she endured long periods of loneliness due to the demands of her career. Balancing motherhood with global fame proved difficult, though she remained deeply devoted to her 3 children. Her financial success was significant, with an estate valued at approximately $15 million, including multiple properties and a vast music catalog. Later in life, she withdrew from the public eye, suffering from declining health, and retired to spend time with her family. On December 13, 2018, she passed away at the age of 81 from natural causes, leaving behind an extraordinary musical legacy that continues to inspire artists today. Big Pun, who made a guest appearance as himself in Moesha in 1998, was a lyrical genius whose career skyrocketed in the late 1990s. However, his success was overshadowed by his health struggles, as he battled extreme obesity, reaching over 700 pounds at his heaviest. His weight gain led to severe breathing problems and mobility issues, forcing him to rely on oxygen tanks in his final years. His marriage to Liza Rios was tumultuous, with allegations of domestic abuse surfacing after his death. Despite his rapid rise in the hip-hop world, his finances were mismanaged, leaving his family struggling despite his estate initially being valued at around $3 million. He owned a home in New York and had various investments, but legal battles over his music rights complicated his financial legacy. On February 7, 2000, at just 28 years old, he suffered a fatal heart attack in a hotel room, leaving behind his wife and 3 children. Tom Lister Jr., who played security guard number 2 in Moesha in 1996, was widely recognized for his menacing roles in Hollywood, most notably as Debo in Friday. Despite his tough on-screen persona, he was known as a kind and generous man in real life. His career spanned acting and professional wrestling, but behind the scenes, he struggled with financial and legal troubles, including fraud accusations. He married Felicia Forbes, and they had 1 child, but his declining career and financial instability put a strain on his personal life. Once worth millions, his estate had diminished to around $500,000 due to mismanagement and mounting debts. His health also became a major concern in his later years, worsened by complications from COVID-19. On December 10, 2020, he passed away at 62 from heart disease, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable roles that cemented his place in pop culture. Lamont Bentley, who portrayed Hakeem Campbell in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, was a talented actor whose life ended in tragedy. After Moesha concluded, he struggled to find work that matched his previous success, and financial difficulties plagued him. As a single father of 2 daughters, he worked hard to support his family but found the transition from teen star to adult roles challenging. His estate, valued at around $200,000, reflected the struggles many former child actors face when trying to sustain their careers. On the night of January 18, 2005, he was driving at high speed on a California freeway when he lost control of his vehicle, was ejected onto the road, and died instantly at just 31 years old. His sudden death devastated fans and left the entertainment industry mourning the loss of a promising actor whose full potential was never realized. William Allen Young played Frank Mitchell in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, portraying the stern yet loving father figure who balanced discipline with care. His role as the family patriarch shaped his career, earning him recognition as a reliable and respected actor in television. Despite his success on screen, his personal life has not been without challenges. While he has maintained a relatively private family life, the pressures of Hollywood and the demands of his career often strained his relationships. He has been married but faced difficulties balancing work and home, leading to periods of estrangement from loved ones. Financially, he has been wise with investments, owning multiple properties and securing an estimated net worth of $2 million, yet he has had to navigate the unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry, where consistent roles are never guaranteed. Though his later career saw fewer lead roles, he is 71 in 2025 and remained active in film and television, continuing to mentor younger actors and work behind the scenes as a director. Brandy Norwood, who played the title character, Moesha Mitchell, in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, remains one of the most well-known faces in R&B and television. Her fame came at a young age, and the pressure of maintaining a perfect public image weighed heavily on her. She endured several publicized personal struggles, including a secret pregnancy that she initially denied and a broken engagement. However, the darkest chapter of her life came in 2006 when she was involved in a fatal car accident that killed another driver. Though she was not charged, the incident took a severe emotional toll on her, leading to periods of depression and anxiety. Despite these hardships, she has maintained a successful career, accumulating an estimated net worth of $12 million and owning multiple properties. In 2025, she is 46 and continues to work in music and acting, proving her resilience in an industry that has tested her both personally and professionally. Marcus T. Paulk portrayed Miles Mitchell in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, playing the mischievous younger brother who often found himself in trouble. While his role made him a household name as a child star, transitioning into adulthood in Hollywood proved challenging. The pressures of fame led him down a troubled path, including legal issues that tarnished his once wholesome image. In 2013, he was arrested for domestic violence, a scandal that deeply affected his career and personal reputation. Though he continued working in entertainment, taking on smaller acting roles and attempting a music career, he struggled to reclaim his former success. Financial instability followed, with an estimated net worth of only $500,000, much of which was tied up in personal investments rather than liquid assets. As of 2025, he is 38 years old, but personal life also suffered, with relationships failing under the strain of his past controversies and struggles with maintaining stability in an industry that often forgets former child stars. Shar Jackson played Niecy Jackson in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, bringing humor and energy to the role of Moesha's best friend. While her career flourished during the show's run, her personal life was a roller coaster. Her most publicized heartbreak came from her relationship with Kevin Federline, with whom she had 2 children before he infamously left her for Britney Spears, a betrayal that played out in the tabloids. This heartbreak deeply affected her, forcing her to navigate life as a single mother in the public eye while dealing with the emotional toll of a highly publicized breakup. Despite these hardships, she remained resilient, continuing to act and invest in real estate, with an estimated net worth of $1.5 million. Though her career never reached the same peak as in her Moesha days, she maintained a steady presence in entertainment, even appearing on reality TV shows. In 2025, she is 48 years old. While she has found stability, the pain of past betrayals and the challenge of raising her children alone left lasting scars. Fredro Starr played Quentin Q. Brooks in Moesha from 1996 to 2000, portraying the rebellious yet charming love interest who brought drama and intensity to Moesha's life. Outside of the show, his real life mirrored some of his on-screen persona, as he navigated the ups and downs of fame. As a member of the rap group Onyx, his career in music was filled with success, but also conflicts, including industry rivalries and legal troubles. His aggressive public persona sometimes led to controversies that affected his acting career, limiting the roles available to him. Despite this, he maintained financial security through music royalties and property investments, accumulating an estimated net worth of $2 million. Now 53 in 2025, while his personal life has remained mostly private, past relationships reportedly ended due to the pressures of his career and a lifestyle that was not always conducive to stability. The unpredictable nature of the industry has made longevity a challenge, leaving his future uncertain. Cheryl Lee Ralph portrayed Dee Mitchell in Moesha from 1996 to 2001, playing the loving yet firm stepmother who brought wisdom and warmth to the household. Her career continued to thrive well beyond Moesha, earning her critical acclaim, particularly with her role in Abbott Elementary. However, behind the glamour, she faced struggles in both love and career. Her first marriage ended in divorce, leaving her to rebuild her life while managing the pressures of Hollywood. She eventually remarried, but the journey was not without hardships, as balancing a demanding career with family life always came with sacrifices. Financially, she made wise choices, securing multiple properties and investments, amassing an estimated net worth of $5 million. Despite the challenges, She remained a beacon of strength in the industry at the age of 69, using her experiences to mentor younger actors and advocate for representation in Hollywood. Though her career brought her immense success, personal sacrifices and heartbreaks shaped the woman she became. Who was your favorite member of the Moesha cast? Let us know in the comments. Over the years, we've said goodbye to many beloved stars, but their incredible performances continue to live on in our hearts. Their impact on television and the memories they created will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on classic TV stars. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.